resolutions, doing our Abtastic Daytime Express series, just a little snippet of it. So we're starting standing, we're going to be working through the core, all through the body, in a Pilates-esque style. So just starting with the rotation, let the arms wrap around the body. And just feel that nice flow from the ankles up through to the head. Good, just letting it go through your breath. Good, and then come back to center, taking a nice little breath in, up, and down. Just letting the knees come soft up, and down, and swing up, and down, and one more, and down. Good, and then step it back, reach up, and step back together. So opening up through the hips, step back, alternating legs. Get a real sense of the heel reaching back, and the arms reaching to the ceiling from underneath the arms. Reach it. And do one more on each side. Exhale up. Good. And flow. And release. And just step off the mat to a little side step and back together. And other side, side step. And let the body lean over towards the foot. So reaching the arm down heavy and back. So starting to get into the sides of the torso and flow. Good, let the head release. And back, one more. Excellent, and step it back to the back of your mat. Good, rolling down. So starting at the head, really feel this wave coming from the heels all the way over the crown of the head. Walk it out. Come to the front of the mat, settle into a plank. Then lift the hips, push back, walking yourself all the way back up. Drop the head and roll up. So try and sequence through the spine from top to bottom, rolling the ribs under and walk out. Feel your arms are like pillars underneath you before you press back through and walk it back up. So we'll do 2 more of those and roll through. Breathing through, allow your knees to bend if you need to. You can drop to the floor here if you're a little bit unsecure through the back. And roll up. And one more. We're going to stay down there. Just holding the plank for a moment. Just letting the body just gently sway side to side. So let the hips glide across. And again, you can do this on the knees. Just feeling that side movement. Good, then settle back and come to the knees and reach back into a little shell stretch. And curling to come back up onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees below the hips. Take a breath in. Starting from the tail, let the tail drop down, the pubic bone up and ripple up into a cat stretch, pushing the floor away. Then let the sit bones spread out, the tail reach out and up, and let the chest pull forward. And then from there, tuck the toes under, push the mat forward and come up into a down dog. And then melt back down to the knees, realign the feet, and let's do that sequence again. So cat stretch curl. Really feel the scoop in the front of the body. Extend out. Let the abdominals feel stretched here. Tuck toes under and reach up. Let those heels melt down. Allow the knees to bend if they need to. And release. One more time. Curl up. And extend. Pull the arms towards you as the chest reaches out. And slide up into that down dog one last time. And release all the way. Transition to your sit bones. And really feel the feet into the mat. Hold the back of the legs gently. And just let the feet feel like they're sliding forward along the mat as the pelvis curls back. So going to a half roll back. Lift from the whole torso to come back up. Exhale. Feel the feet melt into the floor as the pelvis scoops away. So we want to get a round feeling through the spine. We want to start by releasing through the hips. So we want to allow those legs to reach forward and out. So we get that scooping feeling through the stomach. Just ease off of it if it hurts your back. So just do a little bit gentler movement. Really support the legs. Stay there. Let the right arm reach out. Just to where you keep the position the same. And the other side. Good, lift back up onto the sit bones. Repeat again. Rolling back, give the legs out. Turning just the upper part of the body, keep hold of the other leg, and back. Exhale, float. Keep the pelvis nice and still sitting up. And again, this time roll back, interlace the fingers, scoop the tailbone under just that little bit more, sit bones up the back of the legs, and little gentle twist here. If that's too much, stay with the version from before, and then come up. Exhale, roll away. So you can stay with this version, or stay with the twist as Stuart's doing, and then come back up. Lovely, unfold the arms, bring the feet a little bit closer to your body, and roll down to the mat. Good. No head block for this one, we're going to go into a bridge. So lifting up through the feet, feet melt into the floor, and hips rise up. Thighs stretching away. And then roll down. And weight through the feet, stretching through the front of the thighs. Make sure you don't pop up too high. And back down. Good, this time stay up, weight through the feet. Come down and up 4 times, just going halfway and press through and lift. Try and focus on stretch through the legs rather than trying to go high. 2, and 1. Stay high, side to side shift. Letting that body sway, try and keep the knees still, but let the pelvis reach to each side. Keep those knees still, let the body sway from side to side. Good. And then come down. Good, from there, pressing through, kick one leg up. And back down. So pressing through both feet, kick one leg up. And down. So alternating sides. If that's too much, just keep with the bridge going up and down. So you don't have to do the single version. Good. How are we doing?
Yeah, good.
Good. One more on each side. Exhale up. And down. So starting to work through the back of the legs and release. Interlace the fingers, hands behind the head. And we're going to curl and stretch that upper back off the mat. Let the head fall heavy in the hands. Just a single crunch. And release. The chest lift. We want to feel that bottom of the pelvis really settled into the floor. So we're not jamming the back down, and equally so we're hollowing in to curl up. So it's a feeling of stretch. Take it up and hold. Taking one leg a little bit off the mat, replace it down, stay in that stretch, and alternate. Good, if you can go that little fraction higher without straining your neck. And then return the feet, come back down. Curl up that upper back. Feel the stretch of the upper back, the turning of your rib cage. Stay with that option, or staying in the air, float for 1. Tap 2. Tap 3. Tap 4. Still breathing, release back down, and return to the mat. Take it across, right arm to left knee, throw it over the head and back to the head. Exhale, throw it over. Feel that shoulder blade on the right side peeling off. 3. Exhale, 4. Stay there. Reach it from the shoulder blade. 2, 3, 4. Keep the pelvis still. 6, 2 more. Come back. Throw it over the other side, nice and slow. So keeping the one shoulder blade on the floor, releasing the left. Exhale, hold. 8 pulses. 1, 2, how are we doing? 3, and 4. Breathe through it. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to center. Stretch it out. Lengthening out. And then we're going to roll over onto the right side. So, hand bent or straight underneath you. Top leg long, bottom leg bent. Get a nice long line. I want you to press the leg into the mat, the bottom leg to release the top leg. So we're abducting. Bottom leg presses in, top leg lifts. So really get the sense that glute muscles are working on either side. So we press into that bottom leg and hold, little circles. So circling around that leg bone, keep pressing into the bottom leg and reverse. 5, 6, 7, 8, hold. Kick it forward and swing it back. So we're really now trying to keep the pelvis still against that leg movement. So you can have the elbow bent underneath you. A little bit of stretch to the ankles so the toes reach forward and the front of the foot stretches back. And reach. How are we doing, Stu?
Yeah, good.
So feeling that bump. If you're feeling the side of the leg here now, we want to reach away a little bit more. Press into the mat and hold down. Now come up onto the elbow of your right side. We're going to press down into the arm and into the bottom leg. Release that leg in the air. Top arm lifting. And then lower them both back down. So keep pressing into the arm and the bottom leg. Releasing up and back down. We're going to try and do, that's 3. We'll go for 6, 4, remember this is just a snippet, and 5, in that bottom side, and 6, hold it up there, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, come around the other side. So now we can see Stu's form. Okay, so long leg on the top, bottom leg bent, press into the floor, and lift that bottom leg. And down. Have a nice stretched feeling through the leg and a feeling that your whole body is part of it. So press down, hold, little circles. So circling one way, the body staying nice and still and lengthened. Woo! Feel that from the other side.
Yeah.
And circle the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it forward, stretching that foot. And swing it back, and forward, and back. So this is a great way to work down the leg, into the bum, getting nice and toned and lengthened. Woo! Feel that now?
Yeah.
And 2, stretch and really reach the limbs, and out. Good, drop it down, come up onto the elbow. Pressing the forearm into the floor with the bottom leg. Lifting up. Good, and then back down. Stay in that nice straight line. So press the floor foot into the mat and lift that top leg. Good, and then lower the pelvis and lift back up. So we're getting that side plank feeling with the bum working. Woo! I lost count now. Alright, we've got 2 more left. And up. And 1 more. Woo! And release. Well done. Coming over onto your front. So use your head block underneath your head if you have it. So just support your forehead. We're going to go into a little W position. Legs nice and long. And I just want you to slide your legs away as the arms feel like they're going to slide forward on the mat. Bring you into a little stretch up for the upper back. And then release down. So it's a feeling of the forearms sliding forward along the floor and the legs reaching backwards and back down. So we're just trying to move the upper back into that lift and back down and reach and back. Good, 1 more and reach. Now hold there, take the arms underneath the forehead, lower down just a little bit. And just a little tap to the floor and a little lift. Little tap to the floor and lift. If that's too much for your back, stay with the option on the floor. So just getting a little bit of strength through that upper back. Just rest those elbows heavy so they're not flapping to the ceiling. And 2 more. Lengthen those legs. And 1. And release. Coming up onto the hands. Just coming to a shell stretch. And then we're going to finish with a little plank sequence.
Go on, Joy.
So coming onto the hands and the feet. Now we're going to move the legs back just a little bit. So we're in more of a kneeling plank position. Okay? Now really be strong through those arms. So you're pushing the mat away, the upper arm is rotated back. We're going to press into the feet and into the palms and stretch the legs out. So we get that nice long line. And then back down. Exhale, press it up. And back down. Good, 2 more. Stay with this version if this is enough for you. Hold there if you're going forward. Take the right leg off, point it away, and back down. Take the left leg off, point it away, and down. Alternate again. And down. And stretch, and down, return the knees. Take it again, stretching away. This time, step it out. Wide and center. And wide and center. You can come down to your knees in between and then pop back up, rest back down. Third tier, stretch it out. As you step the right leg, tap the left arm out, then back to center. And back. So really building up, and back, good, knees down. Shell stretch back. And rolling up. Taking one leg forward, so let's take our left leg forward and stretching up, opening up the hip. That was about a 10-minute blast. So we do a little bit more repetitions, a bit more add-ons, and stretch over in our full sequence. Stretch it over to the side. Really important that all the muscles around the pelvis are really flexible, because when we start to do traditional ab work, then other things start getting involved if they're too tight. And we work less of the deep stomach muscles. Taking into that stretch. And then come back to center, step the feet together at the front, and take a nice roll up. And just see how you feel as you stand up. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.